choose to rejoice and be glad in it. Today, I would love us to continue with our sermon series that we titled Hope in Crisis. Specifically today, I would love to take us through on how we can be able to maintain this hope in the midst of our challenges or crises that we face each and every day of our lives. Hope is what gives our lives a meaning. No matter what we go through, hope keeps us motivated. Hope enables us to wake up every day in the morning and go out there believing that today will be better than yesterday. Hope is what keeps us smiling when things are not alright. When things are falling apart, we can afford a smile because we are fully convinced that things are going to turn out to be good. Now, our enemy, the devil, one of his major work is he comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And how he does this is by convincing us that there is no hope. That regardless of what we do, our situations are never going to change. I don't know what you have been going through in the past 2 months. I don't know what kind of thoughts the enemy has been dropping into your mind. I don't even know what kind of challenges or experiences that you have been having in the last 2 months. Some of us, we have lost our jobs. And some of us, we are on unpaid leave. And some of us are on 50% salary cut. And some of us even, we have been directly affected, or our friends have been directly affected by the spread of this virus. Some of us, we're not even sure of where we're going to get our rents for this month. These kind of situations can make us lose hope or even give up on life. Today, I would love to share with us the 3 things that I believe will help us to maintain our hope in this season. Number 1, the Word of God. One thing that I have come to love and appreciate about our God is that He always tells us the truth. He does not try to excite us or give us false hope. In His Word, He tells us that in this life we will go through many challenges, that we are going to suffer, that we are going to go through hard times. But He doesn't leave us there. He gives us words of hope. So He tells us that in Romans chapter 8 verse 28, He says that He will cause all things to work out together for our good. So no matter what we go through, whether they are the good things or the bad things that come our way, our God has promised us that He will cause that all these things that we go through are going to work out together for our good. He also says in the book of Psalm 34 verse 19 that a righteous man goes through many tribulations, or a righteous man goes through many challenges, but God delivers him from them all. In Psalm 30, He keeps reminding us that tears may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. So God is always telling us the truth that yes, in this life you are going to face many challenges, but on the other hand, I'm going to walk with you, I'm going to deliver you, I'm going to be with you, and I'm going to make sure that all the things that you go through are going to work out together for your good. This is what maintains our hope. That regardless of what we go through, we know that God is working out to make sure that all these things work out together for our good. Number 2, our experiences. All the children of Israel who left Egypt died in the wilderness, apart from Caleb and Joshua. Why? Because they kept on complaining and murmuring. Regardless of what God did in their lives, they easily forgot these experiences. These guys, they saw the plagues in Egypt. They saw the Red Sea part and they walked through it. And they drank water from the rock. They ate manna from heaven. But they forgot all these things. They kept on forgetting and murmuring. And it got to a place that they were even wishing that they could go back to Egypt. We should never forget our experiences. The things that God has been able to help you overcome in the past. For example, if you lose your job today, when you remember that it is God who gave you that job, you will know that the same God who opened that door for you in the previous time can open for you another door. If you get sick today and you remember that you had malaria and you almost died and God healed you, then you'll be convinced that even this sickness, God is going to heal you. So what I'm saying today is that the things that we have gone through, the battles we have fought, the experiences that we have had in our previous time are very, very important to help us maintain our hope, to help us to keep on believing that the same God who was able to take us through a certain experience in the past can do the same thing even today. 3, your dreams or your purpose. Now, Joseph was a dreamer. His life was full of drama, almost killed by his own brothers, who later sold him as a slave in Egypt. While he was in Egypt, Potiphar's wife tried to sleep with him. So when he refused, he was thrown in prison. In the midst of all these troubles, Joseph never lost hope. His dream kept him alive, and his dream kept his hope alive. He always remembered his purpose in life. He always remembered that he is living for something greater than his challenges. So your dreams, your divine purpose, your God-given assignment keeps your hope alive in the midst of crisis. It is very easy for you to give up when you are not convinced or you're not sure that you have a purpose in this life. But when you know that God has a job for you to do, you are certain and you are sure that the same God who has given you this work, that He is able to keep you alive until you fulfill or you finish the job that He has given unto you. You are also sure that the same God who has given you an assignment is able to provide for you the resources that you need to be able to do this work. You are also sure that the same God who has given you this assignment, that He is able to keep you in perfect health so that you can be able to do this work. So what I'm telling us today is that when you understand and when you know your God-given purpose or your God-given assignment, then you are able to navigate through challenges of life, believing and being sure that God is with you. So your dream, your God-given purpose is very, very important to keep your hope alive in the midst of crisis. So the three things that I've mentioned today: number one, the Word of God; number two, your experiences; and number three, your dreams or your God-given purpose. These are the three things that I believe that are able to help you to navigate through life and to be able to maintain your hope in the midst of crisis. Let us pray. Everlasting King, we thank you for who you are. We thank you, Father, for your word. We thank you for your promises, which are yes and amen. We thank you, Lord, because we know that no matter what we face, no matter what we go through in our lives, that, Lord, you have promised us that you are always there with us. That, Lord, you are able to make things to work out together for our own good. That, Lord, you are able to sustain us, Lord, and to deliver us from any form of challenge and every form of suffering and tribulation. So, King of Kings, we surrender our lives to you. We commit, Lord, our issues to you, Almighty God, that even in this season, that Lord shall remain to be our God, shall be able to take us through whatever thing that we face, that Lord shall be able to sustain us and keep us, oh God.